Arkansas versus Tennessee. Their home state, and I'm the neutral party here. Now, Arkansas is obviously a state no one cares about, while Tennessee is an actually adequate state. Would you guys agree with me?
Yeah, I agree with that.
I agree with that one.
Let's talk about football.
Okay. Now, Arkansas, they are a good team, obviously number 8. Tennessee, they've been an up and down team this entire year.
And plus, we've lost. Well, Tennessee has lost Tyler Bray and Justin Hunter, and since we lost Justin Hunter, you know, D'Eriq Rogers is going to get a ton of more attention than Justin Hunter because they'd have to spread defensive back if Justin Hunter was out there. And we lost Bray, who he was a really good quarterback.
And now we got
Austin, let me interject on that. The last 3 games I've seen, D'Eriq Rogers, or as he's now known in my household, DeQuit Rogers, he has lost 6 legitimate touchdowns that he could have caught just because of some careless error.
And let us
that
hope,
he wasn't running hard enough.
Let us hope
that he just dropped it, you know.
It's called being human.
Well, okay, I realize that it's human, but when you get to this level and you miss one and it hits you in the helmet, that's kind of...
If it hits you in the helmet,
that's unavoidable. I mean, especially when you're running, you give him the look, he throws at you, and then you turn your head.
Now,
you gotta keep your head in the game.
Let us hope
and I don't think D'Eriq Rogers has been doing that very well.
Okay, let's get to the game.
Let us hope that we can forget the humiliating loss Tennessee suffered against Wyoming.
That was a couple of years ago, Connor. No one cares. I think
we still need to learn.
Even though I'm a die-hard Tennessee fan, I think Arkansas.
Yeah, the Razorbacks are gonna roll over us.
You know, it's gonna be close.
They're gonna cut our backs up with their
It's gonna be
razors.
like that Alabama game 2 years ago when we got that field goal block. This year we're not gonna get a field goal block.
I don't.
We're just gonna lose.
I don't think it's gonna be close.
Yeah, I think it's possible, but I don't think we can.
We are a failing team. It's just because we're bad doesn't mean that we can have a close game.
Now to Clemson, 2 versus a sucky Wake Forest.
Hey, where is
Wake? Wake Forest isn't that bad.
Where is Wake? Where is Wake Forest?
I think they're in South Carolina. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Even though Clemson has a loss on the season, and I forgot who it was.
Doesn't matter.
And they also have a pretty good quarterback. I thought he was
Clemson's got a quarterback now. He's got an arm too.
But Wake Forest obviously doesn't have a very good team.
Wake Forest, the underdogs.
I do not see them winning.
I don't know about Wake Forest. I think there's a slim possibility that Wake Forest could win because Clemson the last couple of seasons they'll do good. They'll go on a winning streak, and then once they lose like a ton for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
And since Clemson lost the game, I think it's time for them to start losing.
I think you made a good point here.
Wake Forest is obviously an unstable team. However, I do not see them. I don't see them beating them.
I see Wake Forest coming out on top in this one.
I disagree with both of you. I do not see them winning. Obviously, Clemson is number 9. They are number 9 for a reason, ladies and gentlemen. While Wake Forest is not in the top 25.
They went 8-0, and then they lost. And for the past couple of seasons, once they went on their winning streak, they started losing a bunch.
But
our next game.
Our next game. Losing streaks do not continue years and years.
Okay, buddy. Virginia Tech versus Georgia Tech.
Two Tech. That means that they are 2 terrible colleges. Now let's just get jumping right into the action. Virginia Tech.
That statement, Connor. Techs are awesome.
Georgia Tech.
Education.
Education-wise, some of the best.
Georgia Tech has a really good option, but I like Virginia's defense in this one.
Georgia Tech has got a really good running game.
Georgia Tech, they've got an amazing offense. It's really hard to stop, but I'm going to have to go with Virginia Tech.
I think Virginia Tech, they are both ranked 20-10, so it may be an interesting match. However, Virginia Tech is probably going to come out on top.
I'm gonna say Georgia Tech on this one.
I obviously think Georgia Tech's colors are up.
I think Georgia Tech too. But anyway, okay, so number 11 Houston versus Tulane, and remember, people, this is the AP poll, so the ranks might be different.
I never knew Houston was in the top 25. That's a shocker.
look at them. Okay, but anyway,
Houston, Houston is not that bad. They're pretty bad though. Connor was shocked by number 25.
Number 25 is Southern Miss, and they're 8-1. Can they be the next? Can they be the next Boise State? If Boise State, this is their last good season, can they be?
No, ma'am. Southern Miss will not. No, I don't see a future for them.
Houston.
Okay, so anyway.
Okay, back on Houston.
Houston versus Tulane.
Houston will obviously win. I don't know where Tulane is.
Yeah, Houston's gonna win because of their quarterback.
I didn't even know Tulane had a football team. Wow.
Since we all decided that that's easy picking,
Hurricanes.
we go to Penn State versus Nebraska.
I don't trust Penn State.
Nebraska? It's gotta be somewhere. 19? Alright.
I think that Nebraska's in for a rebound.
Nebraska's gonna win. I think Penn State is an unreliable team. They go up and down in a lot of their football games. I am obviously gonna pick Nebraska.
Okay. Well, Connor, you bring up a really good
point. Penn State, they're a good team, but
they're having those coach issues,
Yeah,
they are
for child abuse.
They are an unstable team. I pick Penn State.
I think it's too much for Penn State players, getting all of that drama and stuff.
And Joe's just getting old.
Nebraska.
I mean, Nebraska is obviously the better team, so Penn State all the way.
I have to say, I have to say, my friend is a diehard, actually not my friend, but my mom's friend. He's a diehard Penn State fan, and
that is not something you should.
I'm coming on top.
That is not something.
Penn State, all the way, baby.
That is not something you should base.
Not in the season.
Okay, Michigan State versus Iowa. Wait, hold on. I think Spartans because Iowa beat Michigan and Michigan State.
Not to mention they helped beat the Covenant and the Persians, so they did.
Okay. Michigan State Spartans.
Michigan. I don't know. I don't even know where Iowa is.
Iowa State.
Okay, go Beth.
Okay, but Michigan is a great team. They have their offense and defense working together.
Michigan State.
I'm sorry. Michigan State, not Michigan. Michigan's not that great. But Michigan State is a great team. They got everything together this year, and I think the Spartans are going to charge right over the Iowa team.
They are going to use their phalanx and like 300 those Iowans. What is the team called?
All right, now the surprising Georgia versus Auburn.
Auburn's gonna win. Auburn is gonna win. I do not see Georgia continuing this.
I hate Georgia, I hate Auburn.
But
I'm not that big of a Georgia fan either.
It doesn't matter what your favorite team is. It matters the results that you think that will come out. You should never let bias them.
No, I gotta say
Auburn will probably win.
I hate Auburn.
I think Georgia is an up and down team.
The only thing that surprises me in this matchup is that Georgia's ranked. I can see the Auburn, they won't be ranked because they lost Cam Newton and
they're 24.
Now,
on these polls.
They are 24. Sorry.
Finish, Bo, please. It would be a pleasure to hear you, boys.
Even though I hate Georgia, Auburn. I think they can come out on top, guys.
I agree. I think Georgia is a very unstable team.
I can't agree with that, but I do think Auburn is
gonna be the Rebels here.
Not to mention the Bulldogs are just like an old.
Number 15, South Carolina versus Florida.
Where is Florida?
Florida's not even ranked.
No,
that's a shock.
Where? Why aren't they ranked? Like you think that they would be ranked.
Even though South Carolina